Hey guys, this is Allison from Allykat Creations. How are you? I am taking all of my TikTok videos and squishing them together in sections. So if you're not on TikTok but would like to enjoy what I put out for other people in messaging, they're short little clips, but they're all together. Please go check out this video so that you can see the messages that I give for others. If you are on TikTok, Ally, KAT211 is my handle. And it would be awesome if you can support me there. I unfortunately don't know what I'm doing with this channel or all my other social medias. I'm getting very burnt out financially. I'm not making anything, which is great, and that's fine, but things are hitting home really hard again. So any support would be fantastic. Don't worry if you can't, but getting that like, share, and subscribe out is the most important for me at this point in time. I want to thank all of my subscribers and all the people that watch me and gain some knowledge and wisdom from me. I am so happy to have you in my life. It is beyond measure how important all of you are to me. And I'm going to continue pushing forward with what upstairs missioned me and missioned myself to do here on this planet, as I'm trying to redefine what abundance and what means of making it in this 3D world looks like. It's getting harder and harder. And I hit that rock bottom 2 years ago, and it's coming back at me again with me putting in effort every day. So I don't know where I need to change or what direction I need to fly into, but here's a new way of going about things: TikTok shorts and videos. So I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you for your support and enjoy. Bye for now.
Blessings, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat Creations. How are you? I hope you're having a blessed and beautiful day. I watched a live stream earlier. Very interesting one. And it's from the conscious spiritual community. Beautiful person that has this channel. And the chat. Unlike all the chats that I watch and I'm a part of. Hi. When we're talking politics, go into neutrality. Get your bias out of there. Stop blaming, shaming, and being in fear over an undetermined manifestation of a future that all of us are creating. When we are sitting in fear and negativity, and either side does this, right? Either polarity has distortion and does this. It's a ping pong match. When are we going to learn to stop the ball in the middle? Where it gets caught in the net, it's in neutrality now. Stop playing the game. This is a test. The person having the live was so distraught at the divisiveness of the people that watch him. It was disturbing. He tried keeping neutrality as best as possible without trying to give away his political affiliation. It doesn't necessarily matter what your affiliation is. If you have one, your role as a human being is to come into a neutral space, unbiased, no judgment, to see that all is source. All is at one with all that is. So why are we still in this back and forth ping pong match over who won, who lost? Does it matter? What are you manifesting in your everyday life to get and do better for humanity? That's the bigger question. This ping pong match takes you away from the focus of going in knowing thyself. In understanding yourself better, you will understand society better. we all need to stop the ping pong from bouncing back and forth. It's disturbing how stuck a lot of humans are, even though they are spiritually very advanced in high regards. The judgment's still there. The pointing fingers is still there. And as consciousness is expanding, it's going to be a lot of compassion on a lot of our ends who are holding neutrality, who are not a part of this ping pong match of hate and divisiveness. I love you for who you are, for what you are, unbiasedly. I send love and healing to all. Just like 9/11, I saw it, I was there. I'm not asking you for your ID, your political affiliation, what's under your shirt. None of that matters to me. If you're in need, I'm going to help you because that's a human thing to do. Can we all just take this approach on the political scale and just say we're here for humanity, let's do the best that we can and move forward without picking apart either side? What good does that do? It just stalls the inevitable of moving forward. So let's manifest and move forward together, and let's create a beautiful life with beautiful prosperity for all. Sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding your protective energy. Please go within. Be the shoulder. Be the lighthouse. Seed your truths. And I hope to see you guys on the next one. Thank you for supporting, watching, and my gratitude to everybody that has helped me in this difficult time. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye for now. Blessings, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat Creations. How are you? Hope you're having a blessed and beautiful day. I'm giving my insights on the Law of One on my YouTube channel, and this is something that directly will hopefully get out there. In book 4, Ra does a lot of archetypes with the questioner, and this comes up. The so-called adept is one to have freed itself from the constraints of opinions, bonds, and thoughts of the other selves. That's everybody else playing other roles in your life. This we saw in the political and the pharmakeia aspects playing out in 2020. Fake news, the media being propagated to be against the people and not for the people for free speech. We saw all of this. A lot of us partook in one side or the other. Quoting Ra, whether this is done for service to others or service to self, it's a necessary part of the awakening of the adept, that's us. This freedom is seen by those not free as what you would call evil or black. The magic is recognized, the nature is often not. This is something very big to ponder. It's a part of our awakening. What we prefer, what we don't prefer. A lot of us broke the chains early. Some of us are breaking them now. We should stop allowing other people, and that's including the light side, to dictate to you how to feel, how to think. You all need to do the inner work to go within to know what your heart aligns with. Ra's is making that abundantly apparent as we are adepts learning, going through the archetypes of so many things. The Law of One is a very beautiful compendium of words from Ra, who is also expressive in the next session, that even his social memory complex has teachers and guides to help them through their own catalysts and experiences. So Source knows itself on a bigger and more complete capacity. We're all trying to obtain that one thing, is be at one mint with Source, God, whatever you would like to put a label to. That beautiful energy of the love frequency. Stop allowing the world to dictate to you how to feel, how to think. It's a program that runs within us. It's a part of the matrix. We got to dissolve that so we move forward. And with that, we can create a bigger, better future for humanity, and not the one that we don't prefer. And we're going to be experiencing a lot of this and a lot more of these catalysts to come. So be aware, be in the full awareness that you broke those chains. You thinking outside of the box, balancing your rational and logical mind with your abstract is what's needed right now. So please continue the great work, humanity. The Law of One is on our side and expressing this through that work. And keep going, humanity. We got this. Sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please go within. Be the shoulder, be the lighthouse, seed your truths. Thank you for your support and my gratitude to everybody who has helped me in my hard times. I hope to see you guys on the next one. Bye for now. Blessings, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat Creations. How are you? Hope you all are having a blessed and beautiful day. The Wisdom Religion from the Curtis books, The Voice of Isis. Something I must read for all of you. Thus it is with the Wisdom Religion. It can reveal its inner truths only to those who have devoted many lives to its study and who have thereby evolved to a point where it can be taught them direct from God. For it would be unwise and dangerous to give many of its mysteries to untrained disciples, be they ever so earnest and sincere. Hence the esoteric or inner has always gone hand in hand with the exoteric doctrine. The esoteric, when mentioned outwardly at all, is set forth in parable and symbol so that only those whose hearts, illumined by the light of the Christos, can understand the deeper meaning. Yet such parables always contain an obvious moral precept which is helpful to all who receive it. Many ask if the Wisdom Religion is so true, of such benefit to humanity, and possessed in its fullness by the Masters of Wisdom, why is it hedged about by so many apparently insurmountable difficulties? And why have the Masters permitted so much misunderstanding and error to be given to the world as truth? And many similar questions we read, yet there must have been some very good reason for it, since from the very dawn of history, such has been the policy of every hierophant and master, from the very day when the first mystic taught by the first instructor of the divine dynasties of the early races was taught the means of communication between this world and the worlds of the invisible host, between the sphere of matter and the pure spirit. He concluded that to abandon this mysterious science to the desecration, willing or unwilling, of the profound rabble was to lose it. An abuse of it might lead mankind to speedy destruction. It was like surrounding a group of children with explosive substances and furnishing them with matches. The first divine instructor initiated but a select few, and these kept silent with the multitudes. That is, only those who were initiated of their free will and desire had shown a determination to penetrate into the hidden mysteries and a capacity to use the knowledge gained for the good of all under the direction of their instructors. When whoever seeks those motives are pure and selfless, are determined to penetrate into the inner mysteries and earnestly ask for guidance, the way to the desired knowledge always opens. For a while it is dangerous to reveal the inner mysteries to those whose hearts are unprepared. It is equally dangerous to withhold them from those whose hearts are ready. Very amazing work here, and something that I hope more people instill within themselves. There's so much to this chapter. I just read it on my channel, Allykat211. For the full read, go there. But this is speaking of our now moment time. Hi. Now. And it's forever us going within and doing the work. And many of us are those masters in training wheels. So guys, amazing read. I love them. I love all their work. This is just mind-blowing stuff. It validates me, and it makes me feel that I'm not steering people in the wrong direction, and nor that gotta go in your heart space to determine that anyway in the first place. So please go within. Sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please, heart space, align with it. Be the shoulder, be the lighthouse, seed your truths. Thank you for your support and your love, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye for now. Blessings, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat Creation. How are you? Something to ponder. Big time. Happy times. A happy era is completely impossible because men want only to desire it, but not to have it. And every individual, if he has good days, learns virtually to pray for unrest and misery. The destiny of man is destined for happy moments. Every life has those, but not for happy eras. Nevertheless, this idea, as a heritage of past ages, will endure in the human imagination as a place beyond the mountains. For since ancient times, the concept of the age of happiness has been inferred from the state where, when, after powerfully exerting himself in hunting or war, man surrenders to rest, stretches his limbs, and hears the wings of slumber rustle upon him. It is a false conclusion when man imagines, according to that old habit of mind, that after whole periods of misery and toil, he could experience such a state of happiness in a corresponding intensity and duration. Why did I read that? Nisha brings up a very good point. As we're moving into an ascension, a new density of experience, of consciousness, we are all looming in the misery of what is happening in our paradigm right now, the unrest, the things we don't prefer, the instability of the economy, the not being able to pay your bills, to feed yourself, to clothe yourself, to provide for oneself. What we need to rewire our brains is to be in a state of happiness and having gratitude for what you already have, even if that's just a fleeting moment of looking into nature. We have to build up that stamina of having happiness, be something tangible, something easy to obtain in our everyday lives. When we accumulate that frequency and we grow it, we grow that structure of happiness into our unconscious, semi-conscious state. We need to do this because he has a point there. It's a perpetual thing that states of happiness are just states. They're not something that is a long maintaining thing. And we haven't had it. We had tastes of it, but this is like fifth density. We have little tastes and little flavors of what it looks like, but it's fleeting. We have to use our muscles and we have to use our mind to get into those states. and hold them for a lot longer. So are you willing to change that paradigm that Nisha spoke about and turn it upside down on its head and be happy? Be in a state of at one-ment with all things. Not easy to do. But that's a program that we all must shed, and quick. Sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please go within. Be the soldier. Be the lighthouse. Seize your truths respectfully and in a mature manner. And I hope to see you guys on the next one. Thank you for your support and your gratitude to all of you who subscribe and like my videos. Thank you guys. Bye for now. Blessings, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat Creations. How are you? Hope everybody's having a blessed and beautiful day. I wanted to share something with all of you that I heard and now really resonates. Because I went in a heart alignment, but I tested it out, and I'm going to explain. I'm a paraprofessional. I don't make a lot of money. And I'm with special needs autistic children. I heard that these children are not from this system. That their souls are from way out of anything that we can even fathom. Meaning they're not in this local universe. I tested this the other day. I looked in the child's eyes and I said, what galaxy, what system are you from? And their eyes lit up. Now this child does not talk, has some verbal skills, but doesn't put words together at all. But when I said, you're not from here, are you? And his eyes like lit up like Christmas lights. What a confirmation that was. This child is excessively biting and having a very difficult time, very neurodivergent, and very, very difficult to deal with. I'm usually the one that deals with him because he's most calm when I'm with him. Although I am seriously holding and helping him. A lot of us are experiencing those on different intervals as star seeds that we claim that we all are. But those of you who have the memory or the concurrent awakening of the veil dropping, you're also probably like, I have allergies and I have a disease. Not that we want to claim those things, but our bodies have reactions to being on Earth. All of us do. But some of us have more of it severe than others. I grew up having allergy shots and being allergic to just about everything. And having arthritis and thyroid issues. And that's just our environment. But catalysts as well. We signed up for a lot of this stuff. But it's quite interesting to see like the scale of like, oh, I'm from this system. And this is usually what the stereotype of starseeds have. Opposed to someone outside of our system coming in for the grand awakening. Most of these kids that are autistic, in my estimation, in my opinion, came here to be the game changers later on in their lives, not necessarily now. And it might take some lifetimes. This person who said such interesting material said 3 to 4 lifetimes that these children were going to have these lives. Not only because we need to have more compassion and unconditional love for these humans, but for the soul's evolution. And right now, a lot of them are having a very, very, very tough time because we are still not equitable in our special ed needs. We're not equitable in the treatment of a lot of these kids and humans at large that are different from us. They're not really that different. They're just advanced, and we have to catch up to them. So just something very interesting that I tried. I asked the child. The child understands me, and child lit up. Child lit up and was very responsive to that. So making some headway with that kid. But try asking that of if you have a child that's very neurodivergent and having a hard time. Ask them. They might respond if they're verbal. If not, they're going to light up. Just something to try. I know it worked for me. I was skeptical, but yep. So, sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please go within. Be the shoulder. Be the lighthouse. See your truths. And I hope to see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. Bye for now. Blessings, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat Creations. How are you? I just did a beautiful quantum AI and metaphysical ponderings video on my channel, Allykat211. Quantum teleportation. Holographic universe. Oh, Stephen Hawking. I challenge the scientific quantum physics of all things, because when you merge spirituality and metaphysics to quantum physics, you get a beautiful blending of what our reality possibly can be. As we put will of intention to manifest this beautiful world, quantum mechanics, quantum entanglement is providing us a gateway, a permission slip, to understanding a bigger picture. I delve through that in my ponderings all the time, and I hope physicists out there who might discover me, watch me, really think about, you're only looking at a possible 2D, 3D level. What happens if you expand your notion of the multiverse and how we're all entangled to other potentialities and possibilities in other dimensional spaces, octaves of frequency, vibration, and states of density? We're only seeing things in the linearity of time-space of the here and now moment. As consciousness is expanding, the concepts of science is expanding. Quantum physics is going to expand. There's new theories out there being applied and looked into currently. A lot of this stuff was poo-pooed 20 years ago. Oh, what are you talking about? Spooky action at a distance. Okay, we're going to define that and we're going to amplify it. Things are being, and the level of where things were back then was at the level of understanding, at the frequency of that expansion. Now, people are expanding and defying limits of science. But now apply the spirituality to it, the octaves, the densities, the timelines, the time dilations, in this third dimensional, let's just say it is a simulated holographic ontological bimathematic matrix. Excuse me. What happens if it's bounded by that? It's just encoding. Stephen Hawking was talking about this in his theory. It's encoding just to this matrix. That doesn't mean it's defined differently in every other aspect of frequency, density, dimension, the multiverse, the many infinite versions of all of this playing out. The choice we didn't take is playing out somewhere else, maybe in a different paradigm. A lot of this stuff is so exciting, for at least in my eyes, to explore. And I hope quantum physicists out there start reaching out to your metaphysical friends and really doing the math on a higher scale. Because we're not just bound by this locality. Because is time really real? It's simultaneous in my eyes. There's a lot of things up for debate and perception, but it's one that I challenge people to look a little deeper into, because some of these experiments that are being put out there is not for the best of humanity, and some of them are. So let's feed the good and take what doesn't mesh with us, and let's not manifest an intangible universe. So guys, sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please go within, be the shoulder, be the lighthouse, seed your truths. Check out my channel on YouTube. I go you get to see my excitement, first of all, and I go a little depth with just my thinking process. I do a little bit of it here. Until the next one, guys, thank you so much for your support and love, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now. Blessings, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat Creations. How are you? I hope you're having a fantastic day. I am reading the message of Aquaria on my YouTube channel, Allykat211, and I'm going to read something to you that is super important for all of you to take in. Thou shalt not, being the keynote of the admonitions Jesus gave to the world, but 2 commandments. Jesus gave 2 commandments. 2, which he said contained all the law and the prophets. Thou shalt love thy Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind, and with all thy strength. Thou shalt love thy neighbors as thyself. End quote. 2 commandments. How do we get 10? No longer were the things man must not do enumerated, but the positive things he should do. For if we love with all our hearts, both God and our neighbor, we cannot kill, commit adultery, steal, bear false witness, etc. The new commandments concern those things which we should do to be happy and live at peace with the world. This was the keynote of the New Testament given by Jesus. But because Jesus departed from the old negative teaching of the commandments, he was regarded as the greatest heretic of his day, was called a teacher of heresies and sedition, a stirrer up of the people, and a dangerous man. And so has it ever been with those who present new ideas and new expressions of old truths, whether in medicine, science, art, or religion. Aaron Abke talks about this extensively on his channel. The fact that Yeshua only has 2 commandments, and how did we land up with 10, and all of them, thou shalt not. Yet we saw the Crusades, and we see mass killings of humanity across the board. Doesn't matter what religion you follow. Yeshua came down to teach the law of one. Go figure. How the Curtises picked this up is absolutely incredible. Aaron goes in depth on his channel from his insights and perceptions. But the Curtis books is bringing it to you here again. So Aaron has some plausibility to what he is saying. And I agree with the statement. I agree. We should focus on the positives, not the negatives. Humanity lands to do everything negative, not positive. We think negative first, positive second. And we got to be logical and rational with that positivity. We can't just jump to the extremes. Unicorn farts and sparkles. It doesn't work like that. I have not read the Bible. I've read portions of it. And this makes a lot more sense to me, because God is within. So, thou shalt love thy Lord God is loving yourself. in mind, body, spirit. And having the strength within to understand and know that, because when you love your neighbor, you're loving your other selves. You're loving the God within everybody else. Love one. Be at one with all things and all people. Understanding everybody has a role and a contract. And Yeshua knew this, and this is why there's only 2 real commandments spoken from Yeshua. Something to ponder. And maybe after things settle, the dust settles from the political chaos that's going on outside that we all assigned ourselves to, follow that word. Go within. And know that Yeshua only gave 2 commandments. Very interesting. So guys, sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please go within, be the shoulder, be the lighthouse, seed your truths. I hope to see you guys on the next one. And if you like my TikToks, check out my YouTube channel, Allykat211. That's where you can see a big body of work. And if anything strikes an interest in you, please support, like, share, and subscribe. That helps me help everybody in humanity get it. Until the next time, bye for now. Blessings, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat Creations. How are you? Hope everybody's having a blessed and beautiful day. Rewiring your thoughts is a very difficult thing when you're not consciously aware that you need that self-mastery. How do you obtain it? When you're in a conversation, be in the now moment. Make sure that you are trying to portray whatever it is that you are projecting out, will to power, into your universe. Doing it in such a manner of maturity, respect, and accountability. We're all too often programmed as peoples to always think negatively first, the cons of things first, to weigh them before you weigh the positives. We have to change and flip that script to start thinking the positives first and then going to the negatives. In the Kabbalion, it talks about the law of rhythm, the law of attraction, polarity. Always come to the middle of neutrality. Take the deep breath and then go about what you're going to say. Sometimes we speak very unconsciously because it's just mundane, everyday reality that you're walking in the grocery store, you're at work, and you just talk to talk, and sometimes you're not aware of the things that come out of your mouth. When you're in the now moment, in your authentic self, make sure you're at the frequency of love and the purest joy that you can be, in the highest excitement that you can be, and express that in your words. Mature your language. We don't realize that a lot of the things that we project out, we attract back. And when you're in a deep state of depression, you're not having the greatest of days, take that breath and re-speak those negatives and turn them into positives. Take the pain and the suffering as experience, detach, release, and say, well, what did I learn from that and how can I do better? And then project it out and make it better. I persevere through all things, no matter what life throws at me. What significant challenge have I been through lately? How did I overcome it? These are question with affirmations. I encourage people who are having trouble getting these sets of cards. You can find them anywhere. But they're asking you to do the deep thinking, the deep diving into self. I am not defined by my mistakes of yesterday. How can I learn from the past and apply it to the future? What will I do if I make a mistake today? How will I react? these will prompt you to seeing where your triggers are, where the things that are holding you back are, and how to self-analyze and work on those things and project better out of your mouth. Because we're all worthy, we're all loved, and we're all capable. Alchemize your thoughts. Have expectations and be realistic about them, but let's think more positively. Restructure your brain. Instead of always negative first, be positive. And I hope that in doing so and helping yourself be a master of self, we can change the paradigm. So we're coming neutrally, we're seeing both sides, but we are putting out what we actually want for ourselves and not what we don't want. Sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please go within, be the shoulder, be the lighthouse. Seed your truths respectfully and in a mature manner. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Bye for now. Blessings, everybody. This is Allison from Allykat Creations. How are you? I hope everybody's having a blessed and beautiful day. A bunch of people have been asking me about my pie chart on my channel, Allykat211 on YouTube. I am a channel. I channel from the pie chart that's my soul. Just like all of you, your pie chart's going to inhabit different things, different entities, different constructs, councils, social memory complexes, what have you. Mine, this is just a simple, easy version that is not the truest form of my soul, but it's an example. So I have Archangel, Ascended Master, Mystic, Artist, Scientist, Lyran, Palladian, Oversoul. These are some of the things that inhabit my essence. And when I channel clear cognizantly that I'm awake, I'm here, I'm talking, I feel a shift in my energy. I feel a shift in vibration. If my parents are coming down to give me a hint that they're here, I start like welling up in my eyes. That's the last moments I had spent with both my mother and my father. They're in spirit. They're in another dimensional space, having fun, and I'm there with them in my spirit form. When we look to see how infinitude our souls are, and all the things that compose all of us, they're different things. They're different quantities, different percentages that inhabit us in our soul. So each person that is a channel, that is speaking, and that is aware of the shift of energy, you're getting from a different collective or a different essence coming in through you. Now, people that goes into trance channeling and other forms of channeling, they're allowing things to come through in them. I don't allow anything to go within me. Although I have in my sleep and can, I choose not to. There's a lot of channelers out there who a lot of people listen to and are, you know, these are amazing people. I'm not here to disrespect them. But anybody who's speaking doom and gloom, I don't think my higher self is going to speak to me gloom and doom. They're going to speak realistically and with reality at foot. They're not going to give me any potentiality that would impede my enhancement, my upliftment, my ascension. They're going to protect me regardless, my angels and my other selves. If I'm meant to be here, I'm meant to be here. We have soul contracts. Just be wary and be mindful of what information you're taking in at this moment in time. There's a huge purge. There's a lot of thought forms that we have all created that it's playing on the outside, affecting us light workers. So just be mindful that you are saging, that you are taking proper precautions when you are doing those things. I am always saging, forever saging and Palo Santoing and spraying and doing uplifting things besides protecting my essence and my aura and my field. So there's a lot there, but just be mindful. We're all channels. Some of us are just capable of plucking the different energy and having it allow the vehicle so it can speak through. But it's me. It's just higher entities, higher forms of me, coming through me, delivering messages to you. It's a gift, and I'm happy to have it. But I'm not going to sit here and delude people with entities with names and beings, because it's all me that is speaking to you at the crux of all of it. Sending each and every one of you love, light, compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please go within. Be the shoulder, be the lighthouse, seed your truths respectfully and in a mature manner. And I hope to see you guys on the next one. Thank you for your support. Love and light and blessings. Bye for now.